Welcome to the Daily Globe. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. A chill wind is blowing through European aviation, unsettling the industry in ways not seen for decades. Not from the weather, but from the east, where new ambitions are taking flight. Russia and China, united by a shared rivalry with the West, have joined forces to build a jet engine for China's C919 airliner, a project that signals a dramatic shift in global power. This isn't just engineering, it's a declaration of technological independence, a bold step towards self-reliance in a field long dominated by Western expertise. For decades, Boeing and Airbus, powered by Western engines, have dominated the skies, setting the standards for commercial aviation and shaping the global market. That era is under threat, as new players challenge the established order and disrupt the status quo. The Sino-Russian alliance challenges Europe's industrial strategy and its global standing, forcing policymakers to rethink their approach to competition and cooperation. If successful, China and Russia will break the West's monopoly, equipping their fleets without fear of sanctions or supply chain disruptions, and opening new doors for their own industries. This move could attract nations seeking alternatives to Western supply chains, reshaping alliances and shifting the balance of economic power. For companies like France's Safran, this is a direct threat to a vital market, as China's aviation sector is set to become the world's largest, and competition intensifies on a global scale. The question is no longer if a competitor will emerge, but when and how Europe will respond to this new reality as the clock ticks on a changing industry. This is the story of a new technological Cold War, fought not with missiles, but with jet engines and relentless innovation. To truly grasp today's news, we must revisit the C919's origins and understand the ambitions that fueled its creation. COMAC's C919 was meant to be China's answer to the A320 and 737, a symbol of national pride and technological progress. Yet its core systems, especially the engine, are Western, revealing a hidden reliance. The C919 runs on the LEAP-1C, a state-of-the-art engine built by a US-French joint venture, making it dependent on foreign expertise for its most critical component. This dependency was dramatically exposed in 2025, when the US suspended LEAP-1C exports, abruptly halting COMAC's assembly line and sending shockwaves through China's aviation sector. Though the ban was eventually lifted, the message was unmistakable. China's aerospace ambitions still rest on a foundation of foreign technology, leaving it vulnerable to outside pressure. Key systems like avionics and landing gear are also Western-made, with no Chinese substitutes ready for deployment, highlighting the depth of this technological gap. The brief embargo transformed China's goal from simply assembling planes to a new mission, achieving full technological sovereignty and reducing reliance on foreign suppliers. The engine ban became a catalyst, pushing Beijing to seek out new partners who share its desire to break free from Western control and foster independent innovation. Ironically, the US ban may have accelerated the very alliance it hoped to prevent, driving China and Russia closer together in the aerospace arena. Now, China is more determined than ever to build a truly independent aviation industry, investing heavily in research, development, and domestic manufacturing. The stage was set for a new Eastern aerospace alliance, one that could reshape the global balance of power in the skies. China's dream of building its own jet engine has been years in the making. The CJ1000A, designed to replace the LEAP-1C, began development in 2009 and achieved its first ground test in 2017. Flight testing started in 2023, but commercial certification is unlikely before 2030. The hurdles are immense: reliability, safety, and meeting global standards. China's ambitions go further, with plans for the CJ2000 to power wide-body jets. Massive state investment fuels this quest, but integrating complex systems into a trusted, efficient engine remains the final challenge. China has mastered some advanced components, but building a world-class engine is a different league. The journey from prototype to trusted workhorse is long, and the world is watching. Russia brings deep aerospace experience to the partnership, centered on the PD-14 engine for its MC-21 jet. The PD-14 is Russia's first new commercial engine since the Soviet era, developed despite sanctions and isolation. Sanctions forced Russia to replace Western parts, causing delays but driving self-sufficiency. Russia's ambitions extend to the PD-35 for wide-body jets, though progress is slow. Collaboration with China could revive these projects, combining Russian design with Chinese manufacturing. Russia's recent success in building a fully domestic superjet proves it can operate independently. This hard-won experience in de-Westernizing supply chains is invaluable to China. The partnership is more than convenience. It's a strategic blueprint for aerospace independence. The formal Sino-Russian Engine Pact is the result of shared geopolitical pressures and a desire for independence from the West. China brings financing, manufacturing scale, and a guaranteed domestic market. Russia contributes design expertise and decades of engine know-how. The plan: merge Russian design with Chinese production to create a joint engine for the C919 and MC-21. This standardized engine could power hundreds of aircraft, creating economies of scale. The ultimate goal is a new non-Western certification standard, building a self-contained aviation ecosystem. This partnership is about more than engines. It's about building a new axis of industrial power. The West's dominance is no longer assured. A credible Sino-Russian engine shakes the very foundations of the global aviation market, sending shockwaves through an industry long dominated by Western giants. Airbus and Boeing's dominance isn't just about building planes. It relies on their advanced engines and the lucrative aftermarket for parts, maintenance, and services, which generate billions each year. A successful Eastern engine would first disrupt the aviation landscape in China and Russia, but its impact could quickly ripple outward, potentially reshaping markets worldwide. China's demand for single-aisle jets is massive and still growing. Every C919 equipped with a domestically produced engine represents a lost sale and missed opportunity for Western manufacturers. The ripple effect threatens not only European suppliers, but also thousands of high-skilled jobs and the economic stability of entire regions. The alliance could aggressively target emerging markets with attractive financing and technology transfer, directly challenging Western influence in regions like Africa and Southeast Asia. Aviation is statecraft. Aircraft orders often come with political strings attached, shaping alliances and global power dynamics. The new alliance creates a formidable rival pole, steadily eroding Western leverage and shifting the balance of power in the skies. Europe now faces a determined competitor playing by new rules, where politics and industry are inseparable, and the stakes for global aviation have never been higher. Certification is the biggest hurdle for the Sino-Russian engine. Western regulators, FAA and ESA, set the gold standard, and their approval is the passport to global markets. Achieving this is a monumental task, requiring exhaustive testing and trust built over decades. The likely strategy: certify first in China and Russia, then seek acceptance in allied countries. But without Western certification, airlines and insurers may hesitate. Building a flawless safety record is essential. One failure could be catastrophic. The climb to global trust is steep, and success will take years of proven reliability. The world will be watching every flight. Industry experts see the alliance as a credible long-term threat, not an immediate game changer. Merging Russian design and Chinese manufacturing is promising, but fraught with management and quality challenges. Both countries have faced delays and reliability issues in past aviation projects. Western engine makers have decades of operational data and proven performance. New entrants start from zero. The first generation of Sino-Russian engines will likely lag in efficiency and reliability, but may suffice for domestic markets. The real threat emerges in the 2030s as the alliance iterates and improves. The West has a decade to reinforce its lead before competition intensifies. This is a warning, not a crisis, yet. The race for the skies is on. The future hinges on what happens next. Watch for real engineering progress, successful tests, milestones, and integration between Russian and Chinese teams. Signs of smooth collaboration or discord will reveal the alliance's true strength. The first non-Chinese or Russian airline to order a C919 with the new engine will be a turning point. Regulatory acceptance beyond China and Russia will signal a new aviation ecosystem. The next 5 years are critical. Decisions now will shape the next 50. Europe's lead is strong but not unassailable. The storm is gathering. Complacency is the enemy. The time to prepare for a new era in aviation is now.